First off, I'd just like to say I'm sorry that there's 5 of us. And so our topic this year was God is bigger than blank. And of course, the obvious answer is everything. God is always bigger than everything. It's very simple, and it's one word. It's all you need. But what does that do for you? That doesn't give you anything or help you in any way. So I challenged myself to talk about something that would actually help you guys instead of just stating the obvious. So I decided to talk about how you, with God, can become bigger than other people's problems and the human problems of this world. So if you would read this passage from Acts 3, 1 through 23. One day, Peter and John were going up to the temple at the time of prayer at 3 in the afternoon. Now a man who was lame from birth was being carried to the temple gate called Beautiful, where he was put every day to beg from those who were going into the temple courts. When he saw Peter and John about to enter, he asked them for money. Peter looked him straight at him, as did John. Then Peter said, "Look at us." So the man gave them his attention, expecting to get something from them. Then Peter said, "Silver or gold I do not have, but what I do have I give you. In the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, walk up, walk up." Taking him by the right hand, he helped him up, and instantly the man's feet and ankles became strong. He jumped to his feet and began to walk. Then, when he went with them into the temple courts, walking and jumping and praising God, when all the people saw him walking and praising God, they recognized him as the same man who used to sit begging at the temple gate. This is the perfect example of Peter and John working with God. They didn't just one day decide, you know what, this man's leg should be healed, and I'll do that by myself on my own terms. It's not possible. They worked with God to do something miraculous, something that was impossible and improbable. They took it upon themselves to rise above the problems of our world in their day. Now, many of us today are not faced with those same problems, but some may be similar. You can do a lot of things just to be bigger than our problems. You could serve at a soup kitchen. You can donate money to charity. There are infinite possibilities that you could help just in any little way. Personally, I help at the soup kitchen in any way I can. Usually we'll help give out food and clean up, go home. It's a 2-hour process, maybe feed about 30 people or more. But it doesn't seem like a lot, but when I hand one bread roll to one person and the smile they give me is bigger than the sun, I know that I am making a difference. And with God's help, I am becoming bigger than earthly problems. And maybe you can't put in the time because you have a job and kids. That's okay. It's not about maybe putting in time or something you don't have. It's about putting in what you do have and doing what's important. So now that you know what you're supposed to do, the next part of this is to understand why you're doing it. Why should I go out and help them? Why can't somebody else go and do it? Why does it have to be me? It's important because God needs to be bigger than everything. And sometimes God needs hands and feet, which is exactly what the Methodist Church was founded on, was being the hands and feet of God where he just can't reach sometimes. So, it is important to always help each other so that we are able to succeed and advance as a whole. It is necessary to be bigger than all things with God so that we can fulfill our purpose and live up to our full potential. Not only that, but when you help somebody through God, you give yourself the chance to share your faith and share the good news of Jesus Christ. And when you do that, you share it with them. And then they share it with their friends and family. And then they share it with their friends and family. And soon you have this whole new community of believers. And that is exactly what Jesus Christ asked us to do.